Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's another beautiful day here in Ohio. It's been another beautiful weekend. It's a little chilly. It's in the, I think, high 50s, maybe up to 60 today, but bright and sunny. Can't complain. Moline, Dan, and Jake were down again Friday night, and they hunted, and I think Saturday morning then they headed down further south in Ohio to do some hunting down there. And then let's see what else has happened this weekend. I got 2 boxes there. Those are struts for my weekend driver, the Toyota. Did go over to Oliver Phil's yesterday. He's got this fuel tank that's just been sitting around. I mentioned I needed to get diesel in a few things, so he told me to take this tank. So I changed out the filter in it yesterday afternoon. And I'm gonna need to go over and get the 955 and bring it over. And I got some fuel in this in the truck, and I lifted it out. So I need to put it in there, and then I need to put the rest of what I got in there in the A4T. One of the things I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna change the fuel filters on the A4T. I put those on in the spring, and I've run quite a bit through, and they're looking pretty mucky, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I think it's time to swap out filters. And no progress on this. I gotta get with Phil again on getting this scheduled for bring the boom truck over and getting the engine in, and then we'll shove that thing inside. And I just took my big trailer, the tandem dual, over to where I store it for the winter. That guy's getting ready to take off for Florida, and so I had to get it over there. So took it over there, but I got chains and binders that were in that I need to put away in the barn here at some point today, and go from there. So I think first thing I'm going to do is go get the 955, because I hope that hose is long enough that I can put that in and pump some fuel in the 955, which will lighten the tank, so then I can put it in the bucket of the jet. Phil gave me these forks that fit on the bucket, and my problem is this bucket is not a Moline bucket that would have gone with Schwartz. So you can see down here when they had to do some cutting out. But anyway, I can't get any tilt back on the bucket on this. It'll ride flat, but I can't get it to tilt back. These forks, the way they fit, droop down. And so I can't, so when I go to pick something up, they're kind of down. When I go to pick it up, like that tank was kind of, I was afraid it was going to slide off the front of the forks. So I'm either going to have to shim the bottom of the forks or whatever. But if I get some weight out of the tank and take the forks off and just shove the whole tank into the bucket and then lift it up to take it over the A4T, because that hose that's on there's definitely not long enough to put fuel in the A4T. So that's where we're at. I do have a groundhog hole that if I get time today, I got to go to work later today for a couple hours, but I'm going to go over and got some smoke bombs. We're gonna kill some groundhogs with smoke bombs. So hole is right in the middle of the field. I didn't know it was there till the beans came off. And of course, Ripley came out and she's checking on me. So, all right, let's go get the 955. So like I said, it's a little bit chilly out today. So I think I should probably preheat this a little bit. So it's got the, it's an element in the air intake that heats up. Usually if you hold this for about 20-30 seconds, then hit the key, it should be warm enough to help this thing start. I also have where you can plug it in, heat up the water, but it's definitely not cold enough for that. So see there on the fuel gauge, definitely need fuel. So let's give her a shot. Try to get it outside before it fills up the barn with exhaust. Alright, she's running. I'm going to warm up a second. second, and then we'll head next door. And hose reaches pretty easily. So I am going to start pumping. This pump is, as Phil said, it hasn't been used a lot, so it's very stiff. So I'm going to hopefully put about 20 gallons in this thing, and that should get me quite a while. At least I'm not going to run it out anytime soon. Got the jet out, got the forks off it, and got the tank pushed in there. I think that this hose will reach. I just took off the cap. We had put duct tape on it during the fair so that kids didn't get up there and screw around, but as you can see, it is going to reach. Let's see, hose is kind of binding up. There we go. So it's in, and now I can go ahead and pump. There should be about 20 gallons left in here. Pump the rest of that in, and then if I use this thing for the plow day as the disc down tractor, I should have enough fuel, I hope. That pump is super duper stiff. Phil wasn't lying. I really wish this had an electric pump on it, but got most of this out. See, there's not much left in there. I'm gonna leave a little in it so there doesn't get any rust at the bottom. And the tank, the diesel tank on here is, we're probably about 3/4. So I'm okay with that. Holds 90 gallons. So if we got 60 gallons in it, that's not bad. And now I'm gonna go get this out of the bucket of the loader and get it over, I'm gonna set it over here by the propane tank out of the way. These filters out and clean out that bowl. You can see definitely some rust and sludge in there from the fuel tank. So with it, I've got the new filters here, and I got new O-ring sets, because every time you do these, you should replace all the O-rings, the small ones, so you can change everything in there, so hopefully you don't have any leaks. So I'm going to pull these off and see how soaked in diesel I get. See if I get you guys set up. Hopefully I don't knock the camera down. Guess I could crack these at the bottom to unscrew these, but to tell you the truth, I don't want to break those plastic plugs that are in there, and they can get kind of brittle over time. There we go. Got some water coming out initially, and I'll have you guys set up correctly here. Definitely had some water in it, but that's why that is there. Now it's diesel. That's there to catch the water and sediment and everything else. Thus, you can call it a sediment bowl. Alright, so I should have brought a rag. This is got a lot of crud in it, so I'll clean all that out, and I'll clean this up, definitely. I should have pulled my sleeve up. One filter down. All I've done for the last 2 days. I filled up, well, I changed that filter yesterday and got, of course, diesel on me, and then I went and filled up all my gas cans and all the diesel cans. And I don't know if anybody else finds it strange that we're getting close to the election and gas and diesel prices are down. Funny how that happens. It's like somebody's trying to make it look good so they can win. Sorry, I don't ever mean to get political, but I'm just, so while prices are at a good price, I thought I would fill everything up. Plus it's wintertime, and plus everything was empty, so I like to fill things and make sure all of my tanks are full on everything, so that reduces, because my shop's not heated, you know, hot cold, and you get condensation on things. So yeah, it looks pretty nasty coming out of there too. My hand's probably in the way, but definitely there's crud in the bottom of this one too. So I'm not surprised, you know, after I had the new bottom put in that tank, we, you know, it had water in it. Yeah, there's crud in the bottom. There was definitely water in there, so I'll clean that one out too. All right, those are off. I'll pull out those gaskets that are up in there, the rubber O-rings that go around here. There's another one here, and then there's at the bottom of this, there's one, and around here there's one, and then around these plastic screws there's one. So I'm going to go get a rag, and then we will pull out those O-rings and we'll go from there. I screwed up. I should have been filming all this way, but I've replaced the O-rings. Now I'm putting this one back on. I was brilliant, and as all that diesel was draining, I'm looking up here and I wasn't looking down. So I have one leather boot that is soaked in diesel that is going to make Mrs. Ohio MM extremely happy. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to make sure that I don't wear any of the clothes in the house that I am doing this with, because I'm pretty sure diesel splashed all over me. Alright, I'm getting the other bowl, setting it in. I don't know, but I'd guess sometimes both these bowls will be glass, which I guess would be good if you wanted to watch and see how much crud you had in there, because I obviously had a lot of crud. I did use brake cleaner and air and cleaned out everything so that everything is pretty clean. Making sure that that O-ring is doing all right. All right, I think I'm okay on the glass bowl. I'm not going to go quite as tight, and I need to go get a key and try to prime this thing. And it is filling up the bowl there, and letting it go. I cracked. I can see air coming out of, I've cracked the bleeder at the top of the other one. I can see air coming out it, and I see diesel start coming out. I know that we're going to be pretty good. Kind of hanging on the step here. Hopefully I don't fall. Not a great position to be in. and playing this out. Still just seeing bubbles. Any second here I should see diesel start spewing. Should start seeing diesel spewing. I don't think it'll take that long. This thing pumps a lot of fuel. There it goes. Alright, see it dripping? Shut off the key. Climb back down. Tighten that up. Gotta use the channel. Yeah, unfortunately, my inside of my boot's wet, so I know my sock and everything is soaked with diesel. All right, clean fuel in. It's all primed. We move some stuff around here. We'll see if she'll start right up. It is a little chilly out today, but it should start right up. Got all these old O-rings I'm gonna have to throw away. Got diesel all over my hands, probably all over the camera. I didn't plan this very well. Neutral. I'm going to crank it over a little, try to get some oil pressure. There we go. Now we'll give it some fuel and we'll see if she'll go. Smoke, that's a good sign. It is a little chilly out. Might have to hit it with a little bit of she wants to go. She's running. Not real happy. Look at my shadow and all that, but this definitely is doesn't like to be cold. Got good oil pressure. I do, after putting fuel in, I am about 3/4 of the tank, so that's all right. So I'm going to go down and throw all that crap away that was sitting there on the frame. I'll come back. I'm going to move this over. Now that the trailer's gone, I can move this tractor over a little and it's not sitting in the middle of the driveway here. No leaks that I can see, so that's good. Everything looks good other than I got a lot of diesel and everything. I'll set you guys up over here so I can you can maybe see me maneuver this thing in over here. Yeah, you're probably looking in the sun, but got her over here closer to the gravel. So she's not sitting out in the middle. Just saving a little space out here, and I think next we'll hop in the jet and go over and try to mess with that groundhog hole. Got everything loaded up. Let's go take care of this hole. The old jet, 66 Jet 3 Super with the loader. This thing is the definitely the workhorse around here, and she looks like it compared to all the other ones. I've pounded fence posts in with this. I've done things with this loader that I don't think this loader was built to do. Pushed a lot of snow. What else? When I got this, the guy that had it before me had a propane tank on it. He was running it on propane. It was made as a gas, and converted it back. He told me that it had been gone through, and I opened it up. I don't know what kind of pistons were in it, but they were not Moline pistons. They weren't really made for this tractor. There was put a lot of work in the motor on this one. We've rebuilt the carb back. Oliver Phil just did it here recently. So neighbor Carl is over there mowing. He loves this thing. This is his favorite tractor. The nose piece is off it. It's only been like 6 years I've been trying to get it was all bent up. Trying to get a buddy to smooth it out for me, and well, it's still not on there. I had one buddy doing it, he gave it back, and then some of the mud that he used on it had cracked, and so I had another buddy try. Still working on it, but I told him it's no hurry. I mean, I don't have to have it. I'm trying to remember where this hole is at. It's out here in the middle because I drove the A4T around it last week. Oh, there it is. Carl just asked me, he said, well, is it a groundhog hole or is it a blowout? I don't know if you can see all that dirt piled up there, but I'm guessing that's a groundhog hole. So we'll hop off here and get this set up for some smoke bomb. Here, and I moved some dirt already, you can see, but this hole is one big hole. Guess that would explain all of the dirt up here. This groundhog did a lot of work, so I'm gonna use a plastic pipe. Put it down in there. Then I'm gonna pack dirt around it, and then when I put the smoke bomb in, I'll put it down, shove it down the pipe so it gets down in there far enough, and I'll pile more dirt on top. That's the plan. This hole's so big I might use 2 of these bombs just for fun. These things are like road flares. I just got them at Tractor Supply yesterday. It's kind of like a road flare. So we'll see how these things work. Make sure it made it all the way down in the hole. Appears it did. Here comes the smoke. for fun, we're gonna put another one in. Heck yeah. Little duct tape over the end. Pick up my trash. I'm gonna start throwing some dirt. I've done this in the past where you can hear the groundhogs squealing under there. There should still be smoke rolling. I don't know why there's not. Should be enough air in there. Maybe that's what it needs. Is now I open that up, it's letting air down in there. I don't know where the other hole is. That's what's weird being out in the middle of the field. Generally there'd be a second hole, but I haven't seen one. And again, I'll be watching for smoke. Maybe there'll be smoke coming out of another hole. Well, I'll let that go to work, and like I said, I'll use the jet and kind of smooth this out. I mean, he made a mess out here. You see those whole areas higher than it was. So try to pack as much dirt down in there as we can and be done with these little rodents. Was it Caddyshack? Oh, I thought I heard maybe a squeal. Maybe not. Make me happy to hear something, because I know that they're hopefully dead down in there. Okay, well, we'll smooth this out here in a minute. it that way and check it later. Hopefully if and when it ever rains, it will kind of settle down, and if I need to, I can dress it up in the spring. But stupid groundhogs. I mean, we are out in the middle of the field, so I don't know what he's thinking. I did have some holes over along the creek, but I mean, that's 80 yards away. But oh well. All right, I got to go to work in a little bit, so I got to pick up and go put things away. All right, well, I'm gonna have to cut this one short. Sorry, this isn't a real exciting one, just little things I'm doing this weekend. I definitely wanted to get the fuel filters changed on that, and it's nice to have that tank to put fuel in there, get some fuel in the 955 sitting out there. And but I need to put away all the extra chains that came out of that other trailer. I need to put the truck away. I need to haul horse manure, and then I got to go to work in about an hour for a couple hours to prep things for this week. So never enough time to do everything. So anyway, I appreciate everybody watching. Please like and subscribe, make comments if you want. So we will we'll see you. I mean, when we put the motor in this is when things are gonna get real fun. Then that'll be a neat video, and then some videos coming after that with getting this thing ready to run next spring. Those will be good too. So all right, until the next video, we'll see you.